Hello, it's me again. I usually do it this way whenever I start making a video. I'll kind of just do it all at one time. I'll make a bunch of videos and then put it up. You know, they often say that, it's probably statistically the way you should do things on YouTube. I don't really care. I do what I want to do, right? Isn't that what America's all about? So even though one way may work better than another, I like to do it this way. I don't have time to always make a video, so if I have time, that's when I bang them out. But the reason why I'm here again is because I'm thinking about my day. I'm sitting here reflecting, even though it's very late, on just budgeting. It's like, it sounds so good, right? And it's the exact thing to do. So smart. It's the way to save money. I tell you right now, I think I used the credit card once, all right? I would have used it many times in a week. Oh my gosh. And I thought I was being good. So I'm so excited that it really truly does work, and I'm very excited to see the expression on my husband's face when he sees that I only used it once. I already told him that, but I don't know, man. Does he really believe me? So there's a lot of alterations that need to happen. I keep looking over here at the time because my camera stinks and it won't let me record. I have to keep editing it as I'm talking to you. So it truly does work. You have to make a ton of adjustments. You think, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is how it's going. But then you live it and you say, you know what? And you got to be careful because you don't want to make, so many excuses that, okay, $100 for food wasn't enough. So I went up to 110, then I did 130, and then this week was 157. I could keep going. Oh, yes. But realistically, I do have to keep in check with myself. Is this reasonable? Because the other way felt really stressful. And then, so my husband said to me tonight, because I was telling him about the gas, and I'm saying it really stresses me out that even the $30, because it takes about $40 to fill my car, and $40, it would be nice to have a full tank of gas. Is it necessary? When you talk about necessity, probably not. However, if you want to live comfortably and you don't want to keep telling your kids, sorry, we only have this much gas, I can't take you here, there, and everywhere. Part of unschooling is to be able to go places where your kids need to go, wherever the desires are, so that they can flourish, right? I have to support them. So he said to me that I could use the credit card just for the gas. And of course, I would only put, now we're up to filling the tank. So I'm going to try it. And it's beautiful because I hated going in. You know how you swipe the card when you're getting gas versus going in to pay? That was a real pain, especially during the freezing cold in the winter. I'm sure that's not going to be too fun. But, so yes, there will be alterations, and that's okay. You go with it, right? But you really have to be careful not to keep making excuses why it's okay to keep raising, raising the money. But I highly recommend, in my other video I was talking about praying to Our Lady, and she is referred to in these times as Our Lady of Good Counsel. And I always ask her, like when I'm ready to go into a store, please help me if I feel really overwhelmed, like what do I do? I mean, you think I don't know what to do. I've been taking care of my family now for 16 years and myself before that. So, yeah, you'd think I would know what I was doing. But apparently not. So, yeah, it was very, very stressful. So stressful. I had the place that I'm going to do shopping. You have to put a quarter in because it's one of those discounted shopping centers. You have to put a quarter in the carriage so that, they'll be sure that you'll bring it back so you can get your quarter back, if that makes any sense. You have to package up your own groceries. That's annoying. I have to calculate with a calculator everything possible, and sometimes my calculator will stop working, and then I have to remember, oh my gosh, like what was the last price? Am I doing this right? So every now and again, every few items, I jot it down. So I got a pen in my hand, I got paper, I got my calculator, I got my handbag. It's just like a mess, and so I know that this is not really suffering compared to what, it's not the worst thing in the world, as my mother-in-law would say, right? So it's okay. I get it. But so you'll have your ups, you'll have your downs. Just keep on focusing on the prize, which is, after heaven, of course, is the that we don't want a mortgage. Maybe you don't have a mortgage, maybe you don't have big loans like that. Maybe you want to save, right? For anybody who's young that's listening, you really want to invest in what's called a Roth IRA. It's named after a man named Roth. I think it was his last name, but I'm not sure. And if you start at 25, this is what Dave Ramsey was saying, 25 years old until 65, you put $100, that's only $25 a week, okay, this is a month, into your Roth IRA, you will have it was a $1,170,000 in there, okay, when you retire, and you're gonna need the money. Now, if you're younger than 25, can you get a Roth IRA? I have no idea at a younger age. I don't see why not. But start earlier. That's what I say. Start earlier. People just think, oh, well, what do I have to care about my retirement for? Well, when you stop working, you are not going to get the same amount that you're used to. So you might as well live very comfortably and have that money. See? So, yeah. So it's just really nerve-wracking. Hi, Miffy. You gorgeous babe. You crawling all around. You guys want to see Miffy? Where are you, babe? Can you see Miff? I can't tell if you can see him or not. Anyway, so don't lose hope. Just constantly think about your money, more destitute type people, and we were definitely going in that direction. They just spend, not thinking, oh yeah, I want the best of everything. I can have this, I can have that. Even if you think you're being careful, like I keep saying, you have to be careful. Just be tight with your money. And then when everything is all said and done, and all your money is in place, and you have savings, and you have your retirement fund, and hi, babe. Here he comes. You gonna come up, babes? You want to say hi to everybody? Whoops. And then you can start giving your money away, right? You want to bless people. I love blessing people with my money. But right now, it's really hard for me to, because I have to get all my ducks lined up in a row. So go to Dave Ramsey on YouTube and learn about they're called 7 baby steps. And they're really cool. And if you don't know what he's saying, slow down the video. You can go to a different video and listen to what he's saying, maybe in other words, and that way you'll pick some of the lingo up. Everybody look. Baby Bun Buns, what you doing? You want to say hi to everybody? You're a good boy, yes you are. Yes you are. Oh, here he comes. We love him. He's very good. Anyway, so there's so many things in this world to know. I'm constantly unschooling myself. What does it even mean? It means that nobody's telling me what to know. Nobody's telling me what to learn. I'm choosing it, right? And that's what I think that we all should do. Am I not going to learn the right thing because someone's not sitting in front of me? What, did I all of a sudden get like super wise because like I'm really old now? Hi, babes. You want to say hi to everybody? Aww. What you looking for? Yes, over time we do get wiser. But I think that we have this natural way of wanting to just know. And I think kids have it too. So just trust yourself. Trust, if you're a kid, trust that you don't offend God and whatever it is that you're learning, and figure out what your vocation is. Are you supposed to get married? Are you supposed to stay single? Are you supposed to be in the religious life? Become a priest if you're a guy, and maybe a nun if you're, you could be a priest or a brother. You could become a nun if you're a female. So you have to figure out what is it, and what is it that God has designed us for, even as adults. I'm still learning about what it is that my job is, because I may have a certain talent or a gift, but I find out new ones all the time, right? So we're always moving in that direction. And I just don't think that, no, I like to say I don't believe. My father-in-law said, never say you don't think. Say I don't believe. It's just not that difficult. And because the school systems and the way that whole thing operates, we're just so stuck in our mind, like, oh, is this the only way to learn? This is the only way. If you're not doing it this way, and I'm still wrapped up in that. I still am, even though I can totally see unschooling. I'm like thinking, well, if we don't learn the math a certain way, then, are we ever going to learn it at all? But I don't know about that. I mean, even if you guys are driving in the car, maybe you're a child and you're with your parents, or maybe you're a parent and you're with your children, and you're all together and you're just even just getting along. I mean, that is learning. I mean, you need to learn how to coexist without arguing or insulting each other. I know that's a real tough one, So just existing can be a challenge. So learning is everywhere. It doesn't always look like opening a book. I love books. Mwah. I want to be an author. So I have nothing against books whatsoever. Love them, love them, love them. Even math books, all this here. But it's not the only way. You just have to understand that, because that's what I'm learning. All right, so I am so exhausted, and we have a very big day tomorrow, and I'm excited to show you where we're going to be. And I don't know. Take it easy. That's all. Life is not that difficult. It's all right. And if you're doing bad in school, I pray for you. I do. I pray for all my subscribers, mainly on Sundays when I'm at church and during my daily rosaries. So if you're one of my subscribers, may God bless you. And if you feel like you're receiving a little bit of extra grace during the day, that's because there really is. There's extra help from up above for you, from me. And so know that you're being prayed for. So whatever your needs are, whatever your concerns are, whatever your worries are, whether you're a child or an adult, know that I am praying for you, and that God's grace is coming at you and covering you to help you through whatever it is. So God bless once again. And please subscribe.